just a destiny. But I won't trust what I cannot see. Some other will tuck me in to this confidence bury me. Break down the walls, show me your heart. This is the place where I fall apart. You told me of a place to call home, someplace where I myself for all this pain. Erase myself and start again. Grab a hold of me and throw me in the deep end. Show me the flame that burns inside of me, and I'll brace myself for all this pain. Erase myself and start again, and I'll face myself with honesty. Erase myself and start again. Yeah, yeah. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. You're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear. And if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, and I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Me so I make a mistake. Someone out there is a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be. Every day's a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown. Thank you. Well, good evening, folks, or good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world.
Quincy Kane here, and this is live stream number 164. And it is game night music. I'm going to be playing a few songs for you throughout the stream, but we're also going to have some friendly competition. We're going to be playing the tier list game, which is pretty easy. Anyone can play, and no need to wait for all the participating players to get here. Anyone can join in at any time and still have a chance to win the game. So it's a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and catch up with the chat here. And looks like we've got a few people here, so we might be able to get the game started pretty soon. Jack and I were just talking, and yeah, so cool. Looks like Jack watches Jeremy Johns as well. Jeremy is probably currently my favorite reviewer right now. There's a couple others I like, but he's probably my favorite. Did Jeremy Johns give it a good review? If he did, do I get a point for remembering he's the critic you trust? That's right, yes. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his review that I watched, and it sounds like it was good. Yeah, a movie called Hard Eyes. Sounded like it had maybe a little more depth to it. It wasn't just like a throwaway kind of junk slasher film or anything like that. So it sounds like for what it was supposed to be, it was well done. I can't remember the review exactly. Again, it doesn't sound like it's exactly my cup of tea. Maybe I'd give it a chance on streaming or something, but I'm not really a big fan of slashers as it is. But for people who are fans of slashers, it sounds like it was actually pretty good. Let's see here. Fab, Quincy is amazing. Thanks for the kind words, Fab. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you've been doing well. Let me know how your week's been. Jack and I were talking. We've been getting some snow where we are, so I don't know about you guys. Have you gotten snow? Of course, Stan and I live in the same area, so he has experienced the same snow. We got about 8 inches of snow, but it's pretty crazy. It came and built up pretty quickly. You know, kind of closed things down for a bit, and then the sun came out, and it melted pretty quickly. It disappeared almost just as quickly as it came, so it's practically gone now. It's like it's puddles out there. You know, it's super wet today. What's up, everyone? Hey, Stan, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Let me know how your week has been. Take me on the journey. Come on the journey, Fab. Totally agree, 100. Thank you. Awesome start, brother. Thanks, Stan. Much appreciated. Your trivia is junk. Well, I'm sorry, but if you, you don't need to be bitter just because you haven't won one of these yet. Let me see here. I think I've got the records. What is it? Yep. Fab, you still have a chance to win this. So far, Daniel has won 3. Silas has won 1. Stan, you're due for a win as well. So, Stan, you got to get those fingers ready. You got to be ready to type up. But we've had a few different winners. Let's see here. Hey, Daniel. Appreciate it. Speaking of the champ, here he is. I have to head out going to a concert to see Lita Ford, Paralandra, and Lynch Mob. I got to be honest, I don't know if I'm familiar with, if those are the artist names, I don't know if I'm familiar with any of those. Maybe I've briefly heard them. Maybe I know some of their songs, and I'm just not aware of the artist who does them. But either way, that sounds like a lot of fun, man. I hope you have a good time. Definitely let me know how it is next time you come around. And we'll certainly miss having you with the stream, but appreciate you stopping by to say hello, and I hope you have a good time at the concert. I'll have to check out some of those artists. Some storm in Northern California is what Fab was saying. So, all right, y'all have a good night. Yep, you too, Daniel. My bad, Daniel. You have a good night. Stan, I hope you have a good night too, but I'm hoping you'll stick around. So, all right, well, let's see if we can get some competition going here. We got enough people to start the competing. So here we go. Here's our tier list right here. And let's see. What do we got? We got Stan, so we'll pull Stan's name up here. And we've got Jack. Here's Jack right there. And we've got Fab. So we can hang out for a little bit, but I think we'll be good to get the competition started. I'll go ahead and overview the rules. I think you guys are fairly familiar. Stan was saying, can you imagine if it was a little bit colder when the snow started? As in, if it was cold enough where it would stick around. I guess it would. It would just kind of stick around. Thankfully for me, the snow doesn't really interfere too much. I do give music lessons part-time, and the weather did affect that a little bit. But to be honest, that just gives me more time to work on my music. So it doesn't really, and usually it's, 1 week's not that big a deal. So it doesn't critically change my day-to-day, but I know for a lot of people, yeah, the snow can be kind of a big issue. All right, well, let's kind of overview the rules here of this game, just to give everyone friendly reminders, and by the time we go over the rules, maybe we'll have a few other contestants show up. But we've got enough to start with for now. So this is the tier list game. The way this works, everyone is going to start at the bottom of the list, which is F tier. The objective is to work your way up to the top of the list, which is S tier. First person to make it to S tier wins. How do you advance? How do you make it up rankings? I'm going to be asking a series of questions or challenges, different things. It might be riddles or passwords or first person to answer, whatever it might be, various questions and challenges. And whoever gets the correct response or responds quickly or whatever, whoever succeeds at the challenge gets to advance up in a ranking. Now, as contestants advance in rankings, there are certain perks that are unlocked that allow other contestants to catch up. So for instance, as soon as someone makes it to C tier, so from F, go to D, and then from D, go to C. As soon as someone makes it to the C tier list, anyone below will get 2 points. Now previously, I was saying only F tier, but I think for simplicity's sake, anyone below gets 2 points. So that means if you're on D, if you're on D tier, combine that word. If you're on D tier, you can actually surpass C tier if you get the next question correct. And if you're on F tier, you only have to answer one question to catch up to C tier. As soon as someone makes it to A tier, all tiers will get 2 points for their next win. So anyone on A tier, well, A tier doesn't matter because you only have one more tier to go, but anyone under A tier, your answers from that point on will get you 2 points, so you still have a chance to come back and win the game. So it kind of keeps things, it's a little bit of Mario Kart, you know? It's like the better you're doing, the more opposition you have against you, and the worse you're doing, the more advantages you get to help you catch up, to keep the playing field kind of even and kind of fun. Google is allowed because, again, someone who knows the answer already is going to be able to answer quicker than someone who has to look it up, and it would not be fun if nobody knew the answers and we're all just kind of sitting around like, okay, well, no one knows the answer. So Google is allowed. Basically, if no one knows the answer, it becomes a race. Who's the first person to Google it? Some people don't like to use Google, and that's totally up to you. That's fine. But if you want to use it, it is permitted. Aside from that, also, just to clarify, make sure you are caught up with the live stream. Again, it's possible when you tune into the stream, sometimes you might get behind. So you want to make sure you are caught up with the live stream as it's happening, fully caught up. Because if you're behind, you're going to be delayed. You're going to hear the questions too late. You're going to be at a disadvantage, and you're going to have a hard time catching them. I'll be reminding that constantly throughout, making sure everyone is caught up with the live stream so that you are not delayed. And lastly, just to be clear, I will choose the first answer I see in the chat. Sometimes contestants might comment at the same time, and on your chat, it might look as though your comment is first. But there could be delay. If you refresh the page, it'll show the actual order that it came. So I'm going to be choosing answers regarding what I see first. So just to be clear about that, because it does stink when somebody answers and they think they got it, but on my list it shows that they came after somebody else who answered before them. So, all right, let's catch up with the chat here. Yep, some goodbyes to Daniel. Oh, if it was colder, it was going to be deeper. I guess, I mean, I don't know if the temperature affects the depth of the snow or not. I know it helps it stay around longer, but I guess it just snows as long as it's going to snow. But either way, yeah, could have been huge. We did get a lot of snow indeed. Jack says, I can't access Google, so I never win. Well, sorry. It's all right. It's all fun and games anyway. Fab saying, need to start at A tier. Yep. Maybe we'll do that. That might actually be kind of a fun perk. Maybe for some people, like if we do another round or something, we automatically give them in advance starting on a higher tier list just to see if they have a chance. Stan saying it's all good. Can't type fast. No, you're getting better, Stan. You're getting better at it. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get started. And again, anyone who is just tuning in, don't be shy. Say hello. We're going to start the competition now, but it's never too late to join in. So even if you are just tuning in, you can still join in on the game. It's never too late to hop in. So, yeah, don't be shy. Say hello, and we'll get started. Here's your friendly reminder. Make sure you are caught up with the stream. You don't want to be behind, so make sure you are caught up with the live stream. And when everyone is ready, just give me a thumbs up or say, let's go, I'm ready, something like that. Type something to let me know that you're ready, and we will begin with the first challenge. It's not really a question. It's actually more so a challenge that I got here on the list first. All right. All right, I got it up. Yep, just waiting for some confirmation. Yep, we got Stan. Stan's ready. Jack, Fab, you guys ready? Anyone else out there, you ready? Fab's leaving to feed his mom's dogs soon. No worries. That's kind of you to give your opponents an advantage, but you can always come back and come back for the win. Jack, let me know if you're ready, and we'll dive right into it. Really, you guys want to take advantage of this. This is your chance to get ahead before some of the faster, more aggressive competitors tune into the game. So if you guys can hurry up and get yourself up to B tier or something like that, then you got a good chance at winning this. Just waiting for Jack. I want to make sure we at least have a couple that are competing here. Because Stan, you probably do pretty good if no one's competing, if no one else is answering. You got all the time in the world to Google or type your answer, whatever it might be. Man, we might just have to go for it. Hopefully Fab is going to compete. Because I want to make sure. Worst case, I can just go into another song. I was going to wait a few minutes before I start the next song, but would be nice to get the competition going. While we are waiting for some confirmation for another contestant, just let me know how your week has been. Is there anything coming up this week that you're excited about, that you're looking forward to? Just to give you guys a quick update, I've actually been working on a project this week. There is a little collaboration I'm doing. It's nothing huge. It's not like an official song release, but there is a video I'm going to put out that I'm collaborating with somebody, doing a song with them. We had recorded it a while back, and this week, the plan is that next week I'm actually going to start production on my next song release. And I had already started this other project with this other person, so I'm kind of trying to get it done as quickly as I can so that it's not going to interfere while I'm trying to produce the next song. But so I went ahead and I got the recordings, I got it all mixed, got the track done, just waiting for confirmation from them that they're cool with the mix and that they think it sounds good. I went ahead and shot my video part for it, so I got to wait to get their video part too whenever that's done. So I basically went ahead and did my stuff, and then it'll be easier for me. Like, got as much of a head start as I could so that when I get the remaining bits from them, I can finish it up fairly easy and get it out. So that was something I worked on. And then other than that, just making some preparations. Again, next week, I'm going to be starting production on my next release, so definitely excited about that and looking forward to it. Looking forward to this year. Yep, Stan says to Fab, waiting on the bonus rounds. Yep. All right, well, I'll tell you what, Stan, I thought we were going to get started, but I don't know where Jack is. Not sure if he lost connection or something or slipped away for a moment. And yeah, we might wait just a little bit. So I'll go ahead and play another song for you guys, and then we'll get this competition going. So let me just extend the screen real quick, make it a little bigger. There we go. There's Jack. All right. Well, I'll take that back then. We'll go ahead and we'll get this thing going. All right. There's Jack. Here we go. Again, make sure you're caught up with the stream. Make sure you're live. Here is the first challenge. I'm going to ask for a song. First person to name any song. It can be any song from this artist. First person to name a song from this artist gets the point. First person to name any song by Nirvana. The band is Nirvana. First person to type the title of a Nirvana song will get the point. It can be any Nirvana song. Stan says time is good and awesome news to another collaboration, a new release. Well, glad you're excited about it. Yep, I'm looking forward to it myself. Yep, time is definitely helpful. Waiting for the first Nirvana song. Let's see who's got it. Can be any song from the band Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit. All right, point goes to Stan. Well done, Stan, so far. Getting a good little lead right there. All right, well, we can go into the second question, but again, I want to make sure that you actually have some competition, so let's, we will go. Oh, hey, we got Brian. Yeah, LOL. Well, Brian's here now, so let me get Brian's name up here, and I'm pretty sure, all right, I got to get your name loaded up. But Brian, how have you been? How's your week been? Let me know if anything fun or eventful has happened lately, or if there's anything coming up that you're looking forward to. We've literally just started. That was the first question, the first challenge, and Stan got it. So Stan has moved up. Brian, quick little overview of this game. I'm pretty sure you've played before, but just to remind you the rules. Everyone's starting at the bottom of the list on F tier, and the objective is to advance all the way up to the top. First person to S tier wins. I'm going to ask a series of questions or challenges, and whoever completes that will get to advance in rankings. First person to make, or as soon as someone makes it to C tier, that will unlock a perk for everyone underneath. Everyone underneath, their next answer will be worth 2 points. As soon as someone makes it to A tier, that's the last tier before the win, anyone underneath that, their remaining answers will be worth 2 points. So that gives them a chance to catch up and possibly come back and still win the game. Few things. One, make sure you're caught up with the live stream. If you're behind, if you're delayed, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So make sure you are caught up with the stream. Two, Google is permitted. Again, anyone who knows the answer already is going to be able to answer quicker than someone who has to Google the answer. And if no one knows the answer, then it basically just becomes a race to who can Google the answer quickest. So Google is permitted. Lastly, sometimes people will answer at the same time, but even if your answer is showing up first on your chat, on the stream, it's going to be more instantaneous for you, but there might be a delay by the time it gets to me. I'm going to be choosing based off of what I see on the stream, so just be aware that that can happen and has happened before. I think that's pretty much it. So everyone just give me a thumbs up or let me know if you're ready. Just say, I'm ready, or let's go, something like that, and we will get started. We got Brian in on here now. So we got Brian, Jack, and Stan. I think Fab had to head out and take care of some dogs. Let's see here. And I think Jack was trying to remember the song and couldn't remember the name. Yep, some hellos happening. I kept thinking Teenage Wasteland, and even I knew that wasn't correct. Teenage and something smelly. Smelly teenagers. All right, Jack is ready. Brian, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up or let's go, something like that. Stan, let me know if you're ready. Again, make sure you are caught up with the stream. You don't want to be at a disadvantage. And we're going to move on to the next challenge. The next challenge, everyone will actually get a chance to answer. I'm going to pick my favorite answer. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go. The nice thing is speed isn't necessary for this one. Everyone gets to give an answer. Okay? And I'm just going to pick my favorite answer. So here we go. Who was the best band of the 2000s? Now, to be clear, it doesn't necessarily mean that the band had to debut in the 2000s, but when you think back on the 2000s, who is the band or artist? We'll say band. We'll stick with band. Who is the band that just really dominated the 2000s? Just seemed like they were everywhere and they deserved the attention. So it can be any band, and I'm just going to pick my favorite answer. So when you think 2000s, who's a band that you're like, yeah, that band, they were really present during that time. They were really around. And there's a few different bands that were around during that time. So you can just name whichever one you think was best, and this is kind of a personal preference. So you might be catering to me a little bit. So if you know any bands that I like that dominated in the 2000s, that might be the way to go. Because I am going to pick my favorite answer. And if you're having trouble thinking, man, what bands were in the 2000s, just look up popular rock bands in the 2000s. You can Google that. So just waiting for some names here. Just a few band names. And like I said, it's not like the band had to debut in the 2000s. It might be a band that started in the 90s, but they really started to pick up momentum in the 2000s. Chevrolet. I can't say I'm familiar with that band. I'm guessing you mean Chevelle. And I don't know if autocorrect changed that for you. But Chevelle would be a good pick. Linkin Park, that's a really good pick too. Dominated, well, my niece would say One Direction, but I think you might prefer Chevelle. One Direction was more like 2010, weren't they? They were more like the 2010s, I think. If they were the 2000s, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so old. but I feel like One Direction was more, I mean, yeah, I think they started in like, they started into 2010. So that's more like 2010s. We're talking 2000s, so from about 2000 to 2009. Red is a good band. All right, I think you all gave good answers. Stan, which one are you going with? Did you mean Chevelle or did you mean Chevrolet? Well, for me, it would be Evanescence. Man, y'all are picking some good ones. Evanescence is a good one. Linkin Park's a good one. Red is good. And did you mean Chevelle? Those are all really good answers. I'm going to be honest, y'all are making it kind of tough. I'm trying to think. I know Jack was saying Chevelle, and I think Stan kind of said that, but Stan, you kind of mistyped it, so I don't know. I actually think I'm going to go with Brian's pick, though, for Linkin Park. I like all of those bands. Those are all great bands. When I think of who really defined the 2000s, like Chevelle, their best stuff definitely came out in 2000s. So it's kind of tough. Like Chevelle's probably even my favorite of those artists. But when we're talking like the 2000s, Linkin Park definitely was pretty dominant in the 2000s. So Brian, we're going to give that point to you. But everyone, good job. Evanescence was a good pick. Chevelle, definitely a good pick. I was kind of torn between Chevelle and Linkin Park. But I think I'm going to give it to Linkin Park. So congrats on your victory there, Brian. Let's do one more round, and then we'll take a brief intermission, and I'll play another song for you guys. Yeah, Stan meant Chevelle. I figured that's what you meant. I don't know if the autocorrect did it. But, yeah, I almost went with Chevelle, but I think we're going to go Linkin Park. There we go. All right. Everyone give me a thumbs up or say I'm ready or let's go, something like that. And we're going to do one more challenge. Oh, hey, we got Leo. Just in time, Leo. We're going to do one more challenge, and then we're going to take a brief intermission, and I'll play a song for you guys. Again, courtesy reminder, make sure you are caught up with the stream. If you're not caught up with the stream, if you're behind by a little bit, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So make sure you are live with the stream. Jack is ready. All right. Looks like, yep, some hellos happening. Stan's ready. All right. Well, I think we're going to hop into it. Let's see here. Let me see what the next challenge is. All right, we got some trivia for you. I'm going to ask a question, and first person to answer it wins. Some of you might know this answer already. Some of you might have to Google it. If you do have to Google, Google is permitted. All right, here we go. The question is, what guitarist performed the solo on Michael Jackson's Beat It? Again, Michael Jackson had a song called Beat It. Beat it. Just beat it. And there's a guitar solo on that song. Who was the guitarist who performed the solo? First person to name the guitarist who played that guitar solo. Eddie Van Halen. Brian got it. Man, Brian is bringing the competition today. That is correct. So Brian has advanced to C tier. And Stan right behind with Eddie Van Halen. Leo coming behind with Van Halen. Yep, so everyone had the right answer, but Brian was the first one to to get it. So the point goes to Brian, but yeah, it looks like either you all knew that, or y'all are some quick Googlers. All right, so since Brian is on C tier, what this means is Brian is currently in the lead, but he has unlocked a perk for all you other contestants. From the next answer from anyone in D tier or F tier is going to be worth 2 points. So Stan, if you get the next question correct, you can actually skip C tier and advance to B tier. Jack, Leo, if you get your next question, you can catch up to C tier. So the competition is still very close. Jack didn't know. Yeah, and I think Jack mentioned that he doesn't have access to Google right now. So unfortunately, well, Jack, I'm rooting for you. I think you could still pull through. Leo says, I'm going to be honest, I did not know that one. So either you had to Google it or you took a guess and you got it right. It's a pretty good guess. Yeah, Jack can't Google. Slow typing, awesome knowledge, guys. Yep. Leo says, I tried not to Google it. I had no idea. That's pretty impressive. If you just took a guess like, I don't know, Van Halen, it's like, yes, that's correct. That's a pretty good guess. All right, guys, we're going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to play a song for you, and then we'll get back to the competition. Currently in the lead is Brian, but because he's in C tier, he has unlocked a perk for the rest of you. Your next answer will be worth 2 points, so it is still a very close competition. Guys, let me know if you have anything coming up that you're excited about, anything you're looking forward to. I'm going to go ahead and play another song for you. Let me get my backing track set up. All right. This was, interestingly, this was actually the first song I released last year in 2024. And it took me a while to get this one produced. I have a goal this year. I've talked to you guys about the 8-week cycle, releasing songs in 8 weeks. And I did it. With Plastic Cup, I was able to produce that song in 8 weeks, so I'm really glad about that. Now I'm just trying to continue doing that. So again, next week I'm going to start production on the first song that I'm going to release for this year, my next release, and I'm hoping once again to get it done in 8 weeks, but I'm also hoping to continue. Like after that, after those 8 weeks, start the next 8 weeks for the next song, and so on and so forth. I've actually picked out what songs I'm planning to do this year. Some of them are mostly finished. Some of them are... Well, actually, I'd say they're all about mostly finished, but some are finished where I can go ahead and perform them, and some I still need to write the words and finish the arrangement and come up with other parts. So, but I know what songs I'm going to be releasing this year, and it's just a matter of taking the time to work on them. So I'm very excited about that, but this song I released last year. This was the first release of last year. Hope you like it. This one's called Brothers to the End.
We're unbreakable, bonded by our passion, undeniable, brothers till the very end. Just a bunch of outcasts, only meant for slaughter. But we will overcome this if we can band together. Look into my eyes, grab a hold of my hand. Remember who we are, brothers till the very end. Remember who we are.
Audio. Again, that one was called Brothers to the End. That song is available on Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music. So if you enjoyed that one, you can check it out again later. I'll even post a link for you. For anyone just tuning in, don't be shy, say hello. It is game night and music, and we've got a good competition starting off here. But if you're just tuning in, it is not too late to get in on the competition. So don't be shy, say hello, and we will get you in on this thing. Yeah, we got Silas. Silas can join in on the competition. Let's catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. Leo was saying, I don't know if I could name another guitarist because... besides Van Halen. Yep. Still, I think that's still pretty impressive, though. Or at least pretty lucky that the only guitarist you could think of happened to be the correct answer. Stan is looking forward to spring. Yep, I got to say I'm looking forward to it as well. I missed the skate park. I got to go a couple weeks ago, but the weather has prevented me from being able to go regularly on Saturday like I do. And I like exercising outside as well, and I've had to kind of just stay in my room. So Silas is doing well. Silas, let me know how your week's been, if things are going well. Did you get snow your way? Because we got a lot of snow our way. Stan was saying, I have always loved the song, and when you revamped it a bit, if that's okay to say, it's even better. No, that's great to know. If a song is even better after I've worked on it, that's kind of the idea. So even tonight, I don't know if I told you guys this. Some of you might know I'm actually going to play a new song tonight. Now, some of you guys know what the song is. It's my song, A Mirror That Was Broken. I've played an acoustic version, and tonight I'm going to be playing with the full backing track. Now, the thing is, when I first come up with an arrangement, it's kind of just the bare essentials. It's just the basic arrangement of the song, just all the instruments and the basic layout of the song. But when I actually go to produce the song, the version that I release ideally is going to be a bit revamped. It's going to be a bit more refined, a bit more polished. There might be some things tweaked or improved. That's sort of the idea. So even tonight, what you guys hear is almost more like a first draft of the song. Like, yes, it's ready to be performed. I have a demo track so I can play it. But I'm hoping that as I work on it, I'll probably experiment with a few things, and the final version is likely to be a little different than what you guys hear tonight. Especially the more I play the song and hear it, and especially singing it, it kind of helps me figure out the best way to approach the song. So that's kind of the idea is yes, the song should come out better. Once I've actually produced the song, it should come out much better than when I first just perform it for you guys on these streams. Great job, Quincy. Thank you, Silas. Very nice. Thank you, Leo. Much appreciated. Jack, note to self, if I ever meet Silas in real life, stay away from airports. Yep. Silas likes to come in with the hijack joke. Thank you for the emojis and the applause, Jack and Brian. Much appreciated. Leo was saying, I was playing Marvel Rivals, and there was an enemy player named Poulin. Yep, that's, I wonder if it is the Poulin. Alice Cooper is a guitarist as well, no? Well, there's plenty of other guitarists, but I think Leo was just mentioning the only guitarist that he knew. Let's see here. And apparently, Alice Cooper has a good lead guitarist, Nita Strauss. I'm familiar with her. Oh, cool. Stan saying, shut up, no way. Yeah, going to be playing A Mirror That Was Broken. For those of you who attended Kurt Fest, I actually played it there. That was my first time playing it, and I just thought that'd be something kind of special. I actually wasn't planning to play it there, but I had gotten to talking to Chad, and he was going to be there, and I was just catching up with him, and I was telling him that I was going to be playing Kurt Fest, and I also told him I was looking forward to bringing new music this year. But I think he interpreted that as me playing new music for Kurt Fest, and that's kind of how he replied. And so I was like, "Yeesh! Now I got to play a new song for Kurt Fest," you know. And so I was like, "Well, let me try it out." And it was basically ready. I definitely need more practice. I'll be honest, guys. I definitely need more practice on it. But the good thing is it'll get better as I spend more time with it. Yeah, Leo says, I know bands, but not the people in them. I think that's pretty common. It's pretty common to be familiar with the band, but not know the name of the vocalist or the guitarist or drummer, whoever it might be. Bassist, keyboardist. All right, let's get back in the competition here. Everyone, give me a thumbs up if you are ready. Let me get some names back in here, but let me know if you're ready to join in on the competition. We got Silas in now. And let me get the screen back up. Here's your courtesy reminder. Make sure that you are caught up with the stream. If you're behind, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So make sure you are live with the stream. Let's see here. Right now in the lead, we've got Brian. But because he is in C tier, he has unlocked a perk for everyone else. Everyone else underneath C tier, your next answer will be worth 2 points. So Stan, if you can get this next one right, or, well, the next one you get right, you'll be able to actually skip C tier and go right to B tier. Anyone on F tier, for example, Silas, you're just joining in. But if you get the next question, you can catch up with the lead right up at C tier. So everyone, let me know that you are ready, and we will get the next thing going. Yeah, Jack was saying, I'm sad I missed Kurt Fest. I think it went pretty well. I was only there for a bit. I kind of tuned in, said hello for a bit, played my set, and then had to pack up and get out. But it looked like there was a lot of support for Justine, so I think it went well. Oh, thanks. Leo was saying you brought some energy to Kurt Fest. Well, much appreciated. I appreciate you showing up to support. I know Stan was there for a bit, and Leo was there, and I think there were some others that showed up. I love the acoustic. I heard the Kurt Fest awesome song. Well, thank you, Stan. Much appreciated. Yeah, Leo made it just in time to see me. I was there for about 2 hours, Jack. Some great music. Yeah, I think there were a lot of other good artists as well. There were some I didn't get to see because I kind of had to come set up and then tear down. But I might have to go back and check out some of the other artists. Watch the replay. Stan's saying, I have never made B. Well, I think that's a good goal for you. I think you can do it. I think you can make B tier. All right, everyone, give me a thumbs up or just say, let's go, I'm ready, or bring it, or something like that. Bring it on. Type something to let me know that you are ready, and we will hop into the next challenge. Let's see here. This next one is going to be a password, okay? So here's how the password works. Yep, Silas says, ready? All right. Let's do it. Yep, thumbs up, fire. All right, looks like we're good to go. All right, this is a password. Here's how the password works. The password game, I'm thinking of a single word. It's just one word, and I'm going to give you a one-word hint. So based off of the hint that I give you, you're trying to guess what is the password. Now, you are able to take as many guesses as you can, but just type one at a time. So take a guess, type it, send it, and then you can think of something else, type it, send it. But basically, first person to guess the password correctly gets the point. If no one's getting it, I will give a second hint. And the second hint should give you a little more clues as to what the password is. And if still no one gets it, I will give a third hint. And by that point, someone should be able to get it. But if not, then then I might just have to give the answer and then move on. But usually someone gets it. All right, here we go. So the hint for the password is bomb. Again, Silas, Jack, make sure you're not near an airport since we're talking all about hijackings and bombs. But that is the password. The password is bomb. So or not the password, the hint. The hint is bomb, but based off of that word, can you guess the password? Explode? Nope. Nuke? Nope. Blow? Nope. Let you guys take a few guesses. Explosive? Nope. Code? The Gap Band. Dynamite. Silas got it. Dynamite is correct. Yep, the password was dynamite. So way to go. So look at that. Silas got it correct, and he's already tied for first with Brian in C tier. So there we go. That's how quickly the game can change. So you got to stay on your toes. Yep, TNT. You know, I don't think I wouldn't have been able to accept TNT. That's a good guess, but dynamite was the correct answer. TNT was a good guess. And let me see here. To be honest, some of you said explosive, and explosive isn't the right answer, but that was actually the next hint. After bomb, the next hint I was going to give was explosive. And then the third hint I was going to give was mining. All right. We're going to move on, so congrats to Silas on that. Yes, Napoleon Dynamite, that's right. And that's right, and Leo quoting AC/DC, because I'm TNT Dynamite. All right, let me know if you're ready for the next challenge. Again, make sure you're caught up with the stream. Make sure you are live. Otherwise, you will be at a disadvantage. This next one's going to be a riddle, so give me a thumbs up. Give me a let's go or bring it on. Let me know that you're ready for the next challenge. This next one is... This next one is a riddle. Now, I will say, for riddles, I prefer it that you got, there's a little bit of an honesty policy here. For riddles, I do prefer that you guys try to think and get them. They're not super hard riddles. They do take a little thinking, but if you kind of think outside of the box a little bit, usually you can find the answer. Again, with the riddles, you're allowed to give multiple guesses. Just type a guess, and you can think of another potential answer and just kind of throw out a bunch of guesses. First person to get it right. So riddles, I think it's more fun if you don't just Google the answer. You could Google the answer for the riddles, but that's not as fun. So there's a little bit of an honesty policy here. Google is usually permitted for other things, but this is the one thing where, yeah, it'd be a little more. It's a little more fun to try to guess. So. Try not to look up Google. Use Google. If no one's getting it, then I'll permit Google at some point. But all right, here we go. Ready for a fight? Ready? Good, good, good. All right, here we go. This is the riddle. The riddle is: I can't talk, but I always reply when someone speaks. What am I? I'll say that again. I can't talk, but I always reply when someone speaks. What am I? Brian commenting earlier, the Gap Band released You Dropped a Bomb on Me, by the way. I'll have to check that out. The Gap, I guess that's related. You Dropped a Bomb on Me. Leo got it. Echo is correct. And Jack with answer. Yes, Stan came in with echo as well. Jack said answer. I can't talk, but I always reply when someone speaks. Answer is kind of interesting, but yeah, the correct answer is echo. So the first one, Stan, you were close, but Leo was the first one to get it. Your conscience. Yeah, it's not your conscience. That's kind of a neat little guess too, but yeah, echo was the correct answer. So let's see, who was that? That was Leo. So Leo, I think you get to advance to C tier. It was Leo, right? Yes, that's correct. So we got a three-way tie in C tier. Brian, Silas, and Leo. Jack calling himself kind of dumb. No, you're not dumb. I think answer is kind of clever. But I don't know that the answer to the riddle would be in the answer, because I think the riddle said... No, it just said reply, so an answer. But yeah, I think that was a good guess. All right, getting ready for the next one. Let's see here. We got a little bit of time. We'll do maybe 1-2 more, and then we'll take another brief intermission to do another song. But guys, give me a thumbs up, or let's go, or I'm ready for battle, something like that. Let me know that you're ready for the next one. And again, make sure you are caught up with the stream. I don't want you to be at a disadvantage being behind. So make sure you are ready. And if anyone's just tuning in, don't be shy. Say hello. It's never too late to join in on the competition. I got to make C at least. Stan, if the next question you get, you will make it to B. So if you can answer one more question, you will actually skip C and go to B. So don't give up, Stan. You're actually doing really good. You keep coming in second. You keep giving the right answer, but you just keep coming in a little slow. So you just got to be super quick. Yep. Power load. Yep, from Leo. All right, Stan's ready. You're too nice, Quincy. I don't know if you can be too nice. All right, ready. Looks like everyone's ready. All right, here we go. Here's a little trivia about me. See if you guys can guess this. There's actually, I tell you what, there's actually 2 answers that I'll accept. I'm not really sure which one I like better. So there's actually two answers I will accept. So if you can guess any of these, I'll give you a point. I might even give a point away to someone else. If someone gets the first one and then someone can guess the other one, I might give a point to both people. Here is the question. Who is my favorite actor? Some of you know that I love movies. I love movies. And actors are kind of interesting because there's a lot of great actors, and every now and then they're in a few movies where it's like, oh, that's a really good movie. You know, there's that actor who's in one movie and they're really good in that one movie, but the rest of their movies are just kind of okay, or I'm just not very interested in them. But every now and then there's some actors where they just have a really good track record. Like every movie they're in is something good. Brian got it already. Yep. Look, Stan right behind with the correct answer, but just too late. Stan, can you guess the other one? Tom Cruise is my favorite actor. So Brian got that. I like just about every movie that Tom Cruise has been. He's actually one of my favorite filmmakers because he produces a lot of movies and he makes good ones. Brian, I won't give you a point. No need to guess this one. This is kind of for everyone else. So you got that one, but there is a second answer. There's another actor that I really like that's a favorite of mine. So if someone else can guess the other answer, I'll give you a couple minutes to see if you can guess the other actor. If you can get it, great. If not, then we'll move on. Jackie Chan is not correct, but I do like a lot of Jackie Chan movies. Not Sam Neill, not Jeff Goldblum, not Kevin Costner, not Ryan Reynolds. All good actors. I've seen them in good stuff, but not a favorite. Bruce Lee, nope. Jim Carrey is good. I wouldn't. He is a favorite, but he's not like up there at my absolute favorite. And yes, actor is correct, not actresses. That's another question I'll have to ask. I'll have to save that. Who's my favorite actress? A second. Oops. I'm going to type that down so I can remember that for later. Jack Black, nope. Harrison Ford is another good one. I really like Harrison Ford, but it is not Harrison Ford. I'll give you guys like one more minute to get this, and if no one can think of it, then I'll give it away. But yeah, again, a lot of you guys are mentioning a lot of good ones. Robert Downey Jr., yep, he's good. But not out there. I'd say so far out of the ones you mentioned, Jim Carrey's another one that has a really good track record. Like almost every Jim Carrey movie, or anything Jim Carrey's in, he's like phenomenal in it. Harrison Ford's got a mostly good track record. Indiana Jones is definitely my favorite thing he's done, and I liked Patriot Games as well, and Air Force One. So he's got some good movies. But I can't say I love every single. Again, he's kind of one of those actors where like usually he's good, but the movie itself isn't always that great. Morgan Freeman's great. Tom Hanks is good. Jason Statham. I actually really like Jason Statham. He's kind of another one. Like he's probably one of my favorite action actors, but not every movie he's in is great. He's pretty much always great in any movie he's in, but the movie itself that he's in isn't always that great. Will Smith, no. All right, guys. I think we're gonna cut it. Nicolas Cage. You guys are giving some great guesses. These are great actors. The answer is Mel Gibson. So it's kind of a tie between Tom Cruise and Mel Gibson. I love just about any movie. Yeah, Leo's saying running out of actors. I love just about any movie that Mel Gibson is in. And again, he's always like the best part of any movie that he is in. And also a phenomenal filmmaker and director. Robin Williams. Yep. He's another good one too. Again, you guys are mentioning some really good ones, but Mel Gibson was the correct answer. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll take a brief intermission, and I'm going to play a new song for you guys. Again, this is going to be my first time doing it on this stream, so we'll see how that goes. Let me know if you're ready. Give me a thumbs up. Let's go. I'm ready. Little SpongeBob, I'm ready. Are you serious? You got to be joking, Leo. You don't know who Mel Gibson is? He's the guy who did Braveheart. Jack was saying, I was thinking of Mel Gibson, but never said him. Doy. Leo, if you don't know Mel Gibson, you got to change that. He directed Braveheart, and he stars as William Wallace in Braveheart. He's in The Patriot. He He's in the Lethal Weapon series. He is actually does the voice of John Smith in Pocahontas, the Disney film. And of course, now I'm probably going to draw a blank on like every Mel Gibson movie ever. But yeah, I don't know. He's great. Yeah, definitely check out Braveheart if you get a chance. I'm going to try not to overhype it, but Braveheart's one of my favorite movies ever. So if you ever get a chance to see it, definitely watch it. Yep, he's directed great movies. Braveheart, Apocalypto, The Passion of the Christ, Hacksaw Ridge. Just a great filmmaker, great actor. So, all right, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. And Stan was saying, wow, I was thinking fighting. Mel is awesome. Yeah, I didn't say action actor. That might be, that might, I'll kind of write that down too. I'll put action star. That might be another fun question to bring out. Because again, yeah, you guys were saying like Jackie Chan and Jason Statham and guys like that. I definitely enjoy watching those guys' movies. But yeah. No, he didn't do Dances with Wolves. That was Kevin Costner, I think. I'm pretty sure Kevin Costner directed Dances with Wolves. Jack says, I'm ready to get another one wrong. I believe in you, Jack. All right, here we go. Next one. All right, I'm going to quote a movie. This is a line from a movie. First person to guess the title of the movie will get the point. All right, here we go. What movie is this from? Here we go. The quote is, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. First person to name the title of that movie. And yeah, Leo saying a fan of Jack Black. Yeah, I like Jack Black as well. And yeah, Dances with Wolves was a great movie, unless it was another one. Princess Brides. Leo got it. That is correct. Now, I could be... yeah, Bride. There we go. Yep. It is The Princess Bride, but I'll give it to you. Because yeah, I knew what you meant. So Leo catching up with first. So Brian, don't lose your grip just yet. You're so close to winning, but you've got some competition right behind you. So we got Brian and Leo tied for first in B tier. Silas not far behind in C tier. Stan, you still have a chance to catch up to first place. If Stan gets his next question, the next answer Stan gets, he gets to move up 2 points. So Stan could catch up to B tier. And then Jack and Fab, again, Fab hasn't been here. I think he's out feeding dogs. But Jack, your next point would get you up to C tier, so you would still definitely be in the competition. Leo says, my dad has been quoting that for my entire life. Yeah, well, it's that movie's got a lot of great quotable lines in it. Jack couldn't remember the name of it. Oh, my goodness. Leo, what are you doing? Have you watched any good movies? You haven't seen Braveheart and you haven't seen Princess Bride? Man, you got some movies to watch this weekend, man. You got to. Next thing you're going to tell me you haven't seen Gladiator. There's part of me like thinking you probably haven't seen Gladiator, but I'm hoping you have, because if you haven't seen Gladiator, man, you got some movies to watch. I'm going to have to send you a list of a bunch of movies. Saving Private Ryan, Jurassic Park, Jaws. Yeah, Leo saying, have you not seen Gladiator? Man, Leo, have not. Wow. Oh my gosh. Leo, man, if we could have a movie night, one of these streams, we're going to have to do a movie night. 300 is not the same thing as Gladiator. 300 is fun, but that's like, Gladiator is just good storytelling, good filmmaking. Yeah, 300 is not the same as Gladiator. Andre the Giant, Carrie Elwes. Yep, a lot of great actors, a lot of great characters in Princess Bride. Brian saying, they're on me like lipstick on a Kardashian. Yep, I'd say, yeah, they got you covered pretty good. Well, Silas, I hope you've seen the first Gladiator, because, yeah, it sounds like Gladiator 2 is not... Gladiator 2 shouldn't have happened. That's all I'll say. I was nervous about it when I saw it, and I'm sure it's a fun movie, but it is not the same like heart and passion and soul that went into the first Gladiator. So, and yeah, 300 takes place in Greece. Gladiator is in Rome. Yeah, Princess Bride is great. All right, guys, we're going to take a brief intermission, but we've got some good competition happening here. All right, I'm going to play a new song for you. This is the first time. Some of you guys have heard me play this on acoustic. This song is called A Mirror That Was Broken. A little story behind this song. Man, I'm running out of water. That's not good. I'm going to hang in there. All right, the story behind this song used to be called A Hero for the Broken. I actually wrote the music for this song years ago. And it was originally an acoustic song, kind of wrote it, and then when I started doing more of my rock metal stuff, that song just kind of went, in the, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Just kind of stored it away, just went in storage. Didn't really think of that song, but whenever I had like an acoustic gig or I did one of these acoustic streams, sometimes I would pull out my old acoustic songs and play some of those. So, and there have been other situations where I've played acoustic songs, and every time I played Hero for the Broken, it always got a positive response. People just seemed to really like it. I think just the melody was really catchy, but it could not have been the lyrics, because even me, reading the old lyrics, they were just super cringy. I was not a fan of the old lyrics. But since it kept getting such a positive response, I was like, maybe I should really revisit this song. I wonder if I can rewrite the lyrics, and maybe I can come up with a more rock version, a more rock metal version that I can do. And so I rewrote the lyrics. I definitely liked the new lyrics much better. The song is now called A Mirror That Was Broken. And it's basically a song about how sometimes in life, you're going to have these key moments in life that hurt you, where you start kind of questioning your value as a person. And you kind of have to take some time to sort of question, like, what do you want out of life? What are you looking for? What is your purpose? And kind of learning how to deal with the things that hurt. But ultimately, it's a message of hope. Rather than looking at yourself and seeing a broken reflection of yourself, it's learning to accept those things that you can't control and looking forward with optimism and hope, and that your best days are not behind you, but they're still ahead of you. There's still plenty of good days to come. And that's kind of what the song is about. So lyrically, I'm very pleased with the song. Now, I'll be honest, musically, it's quite different. Again, this song was originally written to be an acoustic guitar song. And so when I was trying to find a way to make it a metal song, it was kind of challenging. Now, what I came up with is kind of cool. It's very different. If you're thinking like heavy metal, no, it's not really going to be like that, but it definitely has metal techniques. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of unique. It kind of came out pretty cool, and I'll be honest, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. So it's a bit odd, it's a bit different, but I decided to go through with the song because it, I think especially message-wise, it's very in line with what I'm all about, which is acknowledging the challenges of life, but persevering and moving forward with hope. And that life is worth living. It's worth aspiring for more. And so I think as far as what I stand for as an artist, I think the song kind of lines up with that. So I hope you guys like it. And again, as we mentioned earlier, Stan was commenting when I released the song Brothers to the End. You guys had heard me perform that song many times. And then when I actually released it, the final version was a much more polished, much more refined version. And hopefully that's going to be the same thing with this. Right now, what you guys are hearing is essentially my first draft of this, but this is the next song I'm going to produce. So I'm going to go into releasing it, going to go into production, and going to continue writing and tweaking and refining and hopefully coming up with a version that is a lot more polished and a lot more finished sounding. So I do hope you guys like it though. And one last little hint, I'm still kind of working on the vocals for this. The vocals are a little tricky because I sing them a little bit differently than I do for the acoustic version. So again, that's another thing that's going to get better. As I sing the song more, practice it more, work on it, it'll get better. But this is the first time. You got to start somewhere. So here's the first one. I hope you guys like it. This is my first time performing this on my live streams. This is A Mirror That Was Broken. Let me make sure I'm tuned. All right, here we go.
And so I lived happily ever after, or so I thought, until she told me it was over. A broken heart has a way of putting life on hold. When I stop to think, I never seem to find an answer. And I am falling apart now for all I know. And everything's changing and I must let go. But I keep reflecting on better days and wondering if life will ever be the same. Scraping up the pieces, cutting up my hands, looking for myself in a mirror that is broken. I said goodbye and never saw my friends again. Then took some time to see if I could make things clear. It's a lonely drive when there's no one in the passenger seat. And I'll catch myself often glancing in the rearview mirror, 'cause I am falling apart now for all I know. Everything's changing and I must let go. But I keep reflecting on better days and wondering if life will ever be the same. Scraping up the pieces, cutting up my hands, looking for myself and a mirror that is broken. With every single tear, there's a lesson to be learned. With every single scar is a treasure to be earned. But I'll never find healing if I'm holding on to hurt. I'll never see heaven if I'm face down in the dirt. With every single tear, there's a lesson to be learned. With every single scar is a treasure to be earned. But I'll never find healing if I'm holding on to hurt. And so I'm letting go, 'cause I am falling apart now for all I know. Caught a glimpse of myself before I let him go. I'm looking ahead now to better days and wondering what life has got in store for me. I'm falling apart now for all I know. Just fragments of memories from long ago. But those days are over, so I'll move on. I know that the best is yet to come. Displaying all the pieces, showing who I am. Formed a masterpiece from a mirror that was broken. From a mirror that was broken. Yeah, yeah.
There we go. All right, so that's a new one. First time performing it. So, well, technically, again, I performed it for Kurtfest, but first time performing it on my own live stream. So, hope you guys liked it. For anyone just tuning in, don't be shy. Say hello. It is game night and music, and we've got some good competition happening here. We're going to bring back up the game in a moment. All right. Let's catch up with the chat, and anyone just tuning in, don't be shy, say hello. And it's not too late to join in to the competition. So Here we go. Let's see here. Catching back up. Leo was saying, my mom bought me the 300 DVD for your 10th birthday, but I wasn't allowed to watch it till I got older. That's one way to do it. It's like, hey, happy birthday, but you can't watch this till your 17th birthday. So it's like, I mean, that's one way to do it, though. And Stan saying, never saw Princess Bride until I got with Kelly. Yeah, Princess Bride, I think the title is a bit deceptive, but great movie. It's a classic. Gladiator 2 doesn't make sense. The Gladiator concluded pretty definitively, didn't it? Yeah, Gladiator 2 is like loosely based on the first one. I think his son, well, no, didn't his son die? Wasn't his son killed? It was someone somehow related to the Gladiator in the first one grows up, which I might have given a spoiler away, but either way, still worth watching. So, yeah, either way, main point, Gladiator 2 didn't really need to happen. Brian was saying, I missed the Viking series. I'm still brokenhearted over Lagertha dying, LOL. I'm not sure if I'm, well, I think I know what you're talking about. I certainly haven't seen it, but Leo saying, I've been told Vikings was good. Yeah, Stan saying you have to hydrate. Yes, I do, but unfortunately I didn't have a full water bottle when I got here, and I'm out of water, so I got a couple more songs. I think I'll make it through all right. So I've been feeling okay so far. My voice is kind of recovering from some stuff, and I've been trying to take care of it. Try not to go too intense with this particular stream. Let's see here. I have no idea why. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Smith, hey, good to see you. Hey, Quincy, sorry I am late for the stream. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing well as well. I can get you in on this competition. Let me bring your name up. Let me bring the screen back up so you guys can see it. Yep, we're playing the tier list game, and by all means, there is. It's never too late to join in. For anyone just tuning in, there are some perks that have been unlocked, so you can catch up pretty quickly if you're on your A game. I'm actually wondering. I thought I had a name for Mr. Smith. I think I got to make your name real quick. So give me just a second here. I'll get that made. I'm just gonna put Smith. And I'll get that made. Has anyone seen any good movies lately? Let me know. I actually just recently watched through the John Wick series. So if you want to talk about good action, yeah, those John Wick movies are a masterclass in that. It's actually been kind of nice. I've been pretty consistent watching movies in the evening, and I think it's helping my sleep schedule too. Because basically, every evening, like when I'm done working, I kind of have a certain time that I'm done working. It's time for dinner. After dinner, I put on a movie. After the movie, I wind down, and then I go to sleep. And so I think sort of making myself watch a movie each night has actually kind of helped me sort of stay consistent with my downtime and sort of train my body and my mind to be like, hey, we're watching a movie, and then after this, we're going to relax and then go to bed. And because I've been pretty consistent with my bedtime. That's a challenge for me. I have a tendency to stay up late. So yeah, main point, I think the movies have been helping. But I recently watched all the John Wicks. First one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. And they're great. Love those movies. Jack saying, unfortunately, got to head out now, but woohoo, basement all to myself. Thanks for the stream, Quincy. Night, everyone. Well, Jack, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and yeah, no worries. I think only F tier, but we know that if you could stick around longer, you'd come back and take the win. So you're just giving everyone else a chance to win. So that's very kind of you. Leo was saying, my fave of your songs to sing myself. Well, thank you, Leo. Appreciate that. Glad you liked that one. Stan was saying, I myself love it. The message is so clear. We have all felt like this if we're honest with ourselves. Yeah, I think it's something that people experience. Brian says, great tune. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I really love this song, but I do have to say I prefer the way you sing in the acoustic version. Yeah, the acoustic one, it's a little more, again, it was kind of written that way. Almost going more of a kind of almost a punk route with the heavy one. If I can be honest with you, you can. I prefer the acoustic version. To me, it seemed more personal. Yep, that's usually how the acoustic ones are, but we'll see. I just feel it doesn't have the same somberness to me. I like the high notes in the acoustic version. Yeah, I do the falsetto part now, but I'm not sure if that works for the acoustic. But not sure that translates well. You're sounding good, thanks. I was trying not to spell his name. Sorry, I was busy. No worries, Silas. We're getting back into the competition. Everyone, make sure you're caught up with the stream, and give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Give me a what do you call it? Yeah, just a thumbs up, or I'm ready, or let's go, something like that. And we will move on. Also, let me just make a quick note here. If you guys do enjoy the streams, I'm going to post a link real quick for you. But I definitely appreciate your guys' support. If you guys want to stay up to date whenever I am releasing new music and that kind of things, this link here, there is at the bottom of it a place to sign up for my email list, and that allows me just to notify you directly whenever I've got a new song coming out. And again, if you just want to show some support in helping me continue to do these streams and release new music, there are a few different ways to support me through that link, whether it's getting yourself some merch or leaving a tip through the virtual tip jar or whatever it might be. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Here we go. The next question here, or challenge, let me see what it's going to be. Okay, it's a song. All right, I'm going to ask you guys to name a song from a certain artist. First person to name any song from this artist will get the point. Here we go. What am I looking for? All right. First person to name a song from the band Killswitch Engage. It can be any song from Killswitch Engage, but first person to name a Killswitch Engage song will get the point. So anyone who can name a song from the band Killswitch Engage. It can be any song from any album. No Absolution. You're close, but that's not the title of the song. Unless they have a song called No Absolution. I'm not sure. Yep, I can't accept that. There is a song with Absolution in the title, but it's not called No Absolution. My Curse. Yep, Silas got with My Curse, and then Brian was right after with The End of Heartache, and then Leo also with My Curse. Yep, but Silas was the first one. Now, Killswitch Engage does have a song called This Is Absolution. So if you would put that, then you would have gotten it. But either way, you came back with My Curse. So Silas moving up to B tier. We've got a three-way tie. All right, and it would be, if Stan can get the next question, Stan can catch up and we'll have a four-way tie. All right, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're ready, and we will go into the next one. Again, make sure you are caught up with the stream. Make sure you are up to speed. If you are behind, you're going to be at a disadvantage, so you want to make sure you are live with the stream. This next one, I'm going to pick my favorite answer. So everyone is actually going to have a chance to give an answer on this next one, and I'm just going to pick my favorite one. So no need for speed, no need to rush, no need to panic. Really, you just need to think of a good answer. Stan's ready to go. Everyone else, just let me know that you're ready, and we will get going. Leo was saying I looked at my Spotify, and the only songs I had liked by them was My Curse and the Holy Diver cover. Yeah, and Holy Diver would have been a little interesting. I don't think I could have accepted that because it is a cover. I do really like their version of that song. That's actually the one I heard first. I didn't realize it was a cover when I'd first heard it. But I think when it comes to asking for songs from artists, I think I can only accept originals and not covers. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Okay, here is the question. I'm going to pick my favorite answer, so make sure you think of a good one. If we went on a road trip, where would we go? Now, just to be clear, I do live in North America, so I guess it doesn't have to be the United States, but that's where we're driving. So I'm afraid we can't drive anywhere in Europe or Asia or Africa or Australia or Antarctica. And ideally, I mean, technically, I guess you could drive to South America, but that sounds a bit tough. I'm going to say for simplicity's sake, you probably want to keep it just in the United States or somewhere close to the United States. But if we went on a road trip, where would we go to? Silas was saying we could go to Canada. We could drive to Canada. And you can embellish a little bit. It doesn't just have to be, hey, we'll go to this state or that thing. So, Silas, maybe we're going to a concert in Canada. Maybe something like that. That could be kind of cool. Like, what would be fun? You know, this is a little bit of a creative challenge. So, it's like, where are we going to go? Why are we headed there? That kind of thing. You have a little bit of liberty. It's not just like, oh, we'll just pick this random spot, you know. Yellowstone, that could be kind of cool. Skate park, then a movie, and a Chinese restaurant. That actually sounds like a pretty good road trip, but you might have to be a little more specific because technically we can do all those things we could do that in our town, you know. There's not much of... Now, if you can name a certain skate park somewhere, it's like we'll take a road trip to that skate park, and while we're there, we'll hit up this famous movie theater here, and then this well-known Chinese restaurant here. You know, like that's a little more kind of what we're looking for. Leo was saying probably Lake Erie in Illinois or Ohio. That could be pretty cool. Ooh, Universal Studios. That'd be kind of cool. They got a Jurassic Park attraction. That would be fun. Take a road trip to Universal Studios. So that could be, there's one in Florida, and I think there's one in California, too. So that'd be pretty cool. Stan saying I got you. Or the Florida Everglades. All right, going to give you just a couple more minutes to give your answer, and then I think I got to pick something. You guys have got some pretty good. Pretty good. How about AMC Theater? Well, again, AMC Theater, that could be like anywhere, you know. There's probably one in town. Las Vegas, that'd be pretty cool. Take a road trip to Las Vegas. That's actually a pretty good answer right there. Especially play some Texas Hold'em. We got Pukey in the chat. Pick a band currently on tour and follow them to each of their venues. Hey, that's a good answer right there, too. Not going to lie, Las Vegas and following a band, those are pretty good answers. Pukey, let me get you in on this competition here. As soon as I get Pukey's name in, I think we're gonna close the answers and I'll pick one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, sorry, it was being a little laggy on me. Pukey, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you've had a good week. I don't know about you, but we've gotten quite some snow where we are, but it has left just as quickly as it came because it was like 8 inches of snow, and then we had quite a bit of sun today, so most of it has already melted away. All right, I'm going to pick an answer. You guys gave some good stuff. All right, let's see here. Let me think. All right, I'm going to be honest. I love theme parks, so Silas saying Universal Studios was actually really good, but I think he could have been a little more specific. Kind of this now, but that is pretty good. It would be fun to kind of drive there. I think Brian had a really good one. I actually think Vegas would be a lot of fun. I really like Texas Hold'em, and so going to Las Vegas to play Texas Hold'em would be a lot of fun. But I really like the creativity of Pukey's answer. Pick a band currently on tour and follow them to each of the venues. That's a really fun idea for a road trip. So I'm going to give the point to Pukey. And Pukey, since we've already had people pass C tier, your answer is actually worth 2 points. So you're already up to C tier. You're not far behind the lead. We've got a three-way tie in B tier with Brian, Leo, and Silas, but you're right behind. And Stan, you can still catch up. You can still catch up. As soon as you get an answer, you will move up to B tier. All right. So good answer there. That was a good answer. I appreciate the creativity of that one. That sounds like a good road trip. All right. We've got a trivia question here. Everyone, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're ready. Also, make sure you are caught up with the stream. Make sure you are live, because if you're behind, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So you want to make sure you are caught up with the stream. Again, going to ask a question here, trivia question. If you know the answer, give it out. If you don't, this one you might have to Google, and Google is permitted. So if you need to Google it, first person to Google is basically going to be the one to win. Unless you already know the answer, and then you can type it. Because anyone who knows the answer, you're going to be able to give the answer quicker than someone who has to Google it. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Say, I'm ready. Let's go. Yep, looks like Stan is ready. And we're getting close here. We're waiting. As soon as someone makes it to A tier, yep, Pukey's ready. As soon as someone makes it to A tier, that's going to unlock. It's actually kind of interesting. If someone gets to A tier, everyone below them, their points are going to be worth 2, or their answers are going to be worth 2 points. So as soon as someone gets to A tier, that also makes it possible for anyone in B tier to still take the win. All right, looks like everyone's ready. All right, here we go. The question is, what was the very first video played on MTV? Anyone remember MTV? Is that even still around? I know there are channels. I don't know if they play music videos anymore. I remember MTV2 when I was growing up. That's kind of when MTV2 was really popular, and MTV I think was like the main music videos, and then MTV2 was kind of more of the like reality TV shows and like the celebrity shows and behind the scenes stuff. Yep, Brian got it. Video killed the radio star. That is correct. Leo came in second with that, but Brian got it. All right. Man. All right, so Brian, you are in the lead with A tier, but there's just one slight little thing. You got to be on your toes, because now that you've made it to A tier, you have unlocked a perk. Everyone behind you, their next points, they're all worth 2 points. So so that means anyone in B tier, Leo, if you get the next answer, you can take the win. Silas, if you get the next answer, you can take the win. Pukey, you're not far behind. Your next answer will get you up to A tier, and then one more will give you the win. Stan, you only need to answer 2, and you can take the win. And then Jack, Mr. Smith, anyone in which I think they've all left, but anyone in F tier, they would have to answer 3 to take the win. But not much. If you're really on your game, if you're really paying attention, you're really quick and snappy with your answers, you can take it. So yeah, Leo said, saw your answer and stopped typing. Yep. That's frustrating when you got it and then someone got there before you. But no worries, guys. We're going to take a quick intermission. I'm going to play a song for you, and then we'll continue. Let's see here. Yep, so I'm going to play one more song for you. Then we will come back to conclude who is the winner. And then I think I got one more song for you after that. So here we go. All right. Some of you, the competition's not over yet, but I'm sure some of you, you're like, I want to win this thing. Say that it's over. So this song goes out for you. This song's called Say That It's Over.
Smile so deceptive that it almost looks real. Well, it must be hard to fake what you do not really feel. You're hiding, I know it. what's on your mind. I only wish to help. Won't you let me back inside? Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. And if only you'll let me back inside. Let me inside. Your face shows no reaction when I call out your name. Your presence like a ghost. You seem so far away, and you know that I love you, but the words seem to have died. I just want this to end. Please let me back inside. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me back inside. Let me inside. Don't drift your eyes. Just look at me when I look at you, because you must realize you're barely holding on, and I'm holding tight. Would you just please try? Don't give in. You'll have to fight. Why won't you hear my cry? I don't wanna say goodbye. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me back inside. Say that it's over. Tell me the truth just one last time. I promise I'll help you. If only you'll let me back inside. Say that it's over. I don't wanna hear another lie. I just wanna help you. Please won't you let me back inside?
Oh, yeah. Again, that one was called Say That It's Over. And that song is available on Spotify and other streaming platforms. So if you'd like to hear it again, you can do so. And if you still like to download songs, you can even download that song from my Bandcamp again. There's a link that has been pinned at the top of the chat. So that link can take you to Bandcamp where you can download it, or Spotify where you can listen to it, or whatever you'd like. For anyone just tuning in, don't be shy. We are just about done with the competition, but hey, anyone can still come back and win this thing. So let's catch up with the chat, and we'll catch up with the competition here. Let's see here. Yep, Stan is determined. Like I said, though, you're not going to get C tier. If you get your next answer, you actually get to skip C tier, and you'll go to B tier. So even higher. Just got to answer one. Battery's dying. Yep, get that plug. Yep, gotta get your phone plugged in. Thank you for the applause, Pukey. Much appreciated. I haven't released an acoustic version of Say That It's Over. Not sure if I'm going to or not. I've performed that one for acoustic streams. I think I have a video. So if you look up, if you check out my videos, I'm pretty sure I've got one of me performing an acoustic version of that song. But I don't have a released acoustic version of that one. Let's see here. All right. let me know if you're ready for the next question. Again, make sure you are caught up with the stream. If you are behind, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So you want to make sure you are caught up and and up to speed with the stream. Catching up with the competition. Brian, are you still out there? Because Brian has the lead at A tier. And because he made it to A tier, that has unlocked a perk for everyone below. Anyone below A tier, your next answer is worth, well, actually, all your answers from now on are worth 2 points. So what that means is someone just joining in on F tier, you get to skip to C tier, and then you get to skip to A and get to skip to S. So it's worth 2 points. Stan is on D tier. You only got to answer 2. You can still win this thing. Like, yes, you got to answer 1, but if you can be on top of your game and you can answer 2, you can still come back and win this thing. Same thing for Pukey. Pukey, you just got to answer 2 questions and you can still take the win. And then Leo and Silas, you guys, you just got to answer 1. If you can get the next answer, you guys can pass A tier and make it all the way to S tier and still take the win. All right, Leo says ready. Let's see here. Anyone else? If you are ready, give me a thumbs up or just say, I'm ready. Let's go. All right. Just waiting for that. Just waiting for a little more confirmation. And let's see here. The next challenge is going to be a password. So here's how this works. Again, if any of you need a reminder, I'm going to be thinking of a single word, just one word, and that is the password. You guys are trying to guess what is the password. I'm going to give you a one-word hint. So I'm going to say one word. That is your hint. And based off of the hint, you start typing guesses and trying to guess what the password is. If no one can guess it, I will give a second hint. And usually the second hint really helps. If still no one can guess it, I will give a third hint. But here we go. Leo's looking up and saying you have a beard. Yep, I've shaved recently. Sometimes I let it grow out. Sometimes I shave it. I let my hair get long. Sometimes I cut it. All right, here we go. What are we looking for? All right, here we go. The hint for the password is noodles. I'll say that again. Noodles. So the hint is noodles. Based off of that one word, that one hint, what do you think the password is? Again, it's a one-word password. So you can start typing your guesses, and you can guess multiple times. You can type a guess, and then you can type another one and another, and keep sending in your guesses. It's not like you only get one chance to guess. You can just kind of type, is it this? Is it that? Again, the hint is noodles. Pukey got it. Spaghetti is the correct answer. So, Pukey, you get to advance to A tier. You are now tied for first, and if you can get one more, you can come back and win this thing. Now, we'll be honest, I think you guys have a chance because I think Brian slipped away for a little bit. If he comes back, he might still take the win. Yep, spaghetti was the correct answer. Ramen is not correct, but that's making me hungry. You know, after the stream, I'll be going home and getting dinner, and ramen sounds pretty good. Leo was saying, I just gone back, had to go for a minute. Yep, no worries. Unfortunately, Pukey did catch up, but Leo, you still have a chance. You've only got to answer one more question, and you can take the win. All right, everyone, just one more, and we can have a winner here. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're ready. Just type, let's go, or bring it on, something like that. Let me know that you are ready, and I will give you guys the next question, which I think is another challenge. The next one's going to be a riddle. All right, so it's going to be a riddle. Now, again, when it comes to riddles, for most of these, Google is permitted. But riddles, I think they're a lot more fun if you can just guess it. So there's a little bit of an honesty policy here. But for the riddles, try to guess it. You can take more than one guess, but try a few guesses before submitting to Google. I'll let you guys know when, if no one's getting it, then I'll let you guys Google the answer, but try not to Google it. Try to see if you can guess it, because I think that'll be more fun. That's the challenge of the riddle. Like, listen to it, think on it, type an answer, type a few answers, and try to think outside of the box. And I think you'll get it. All right. I'm good at riddles, Leo says. All right. Here we go. For anyone else ready, sometimes. Yeah, for anyone else ready, here we go. Here is the riddle. And there's actually two answers for this, okay? Sort of two answers that work. So you kind of have a chance. You know, if you answer one of these, you can get it. What's tall when it's young, but short when it's old? Okay, I'll say it again. The riddle is, what is tall when it's young, but short when it's old? So if you can guess that riddle, you will get the point. Think on it a little bit. Shadow. Nope, not shadow. Yeah, it's something, when it's young, it is tall, but when it's old, it's short. What might that be? Again, the riddle was, what's tall when it's young, but short when it's old? That's what we're looking for. Anyone got it? Any thoughts? Might have to think outside the box. I'll give you a little hint. It gets shorter as it gets older. Mountain? Nope. So it starts tall, but as it gets older, it gets shorter. And you might have to think a little bit outside the box. Old doesn't necessarily mean age. It's more like use. Anyone got an answer here? Can anyone figure it out? So when it's young, when it's new, it is tall. But as it is used, that is one of the answers. I'll give it to you, Leo. Pencil was one of them. Yep, a pencil is tall when it's young, but as you use it, it gets shorter. The other answer was a candle. A candle, when it's fresh, when it's new, it's tall, but as you light it and as it gets older, as it gets used up, it gets shorter. But there we go. Sounds good. Great. Yep. Leo got it. Pencil is correct. So, Leo, congrats, because of the perk unlocked. You actually skip A tier and you advance to S tier. And so we have our winner. Our winner for this evening's stream is Leo. And let me see here. Have Leo, I think that might be your first win. So congratulations. Everyone, give some friendly competition, you know, some friendly congratulations to Leo, who is our winner for tonight's game. Congratulations, Leo. We had a good competition here, and it was a close one. I mean, look at this. Pukey made a good comeback. You came in late in the game and answered like the next two and got caught up. You actually made it all the way to the lead. So way to go, Pukey. Brian was almost at the lead and maybe could have won. I think Brian had to slip out for something. Silas also doing very good. He could have taken the win if he had guessed. And Stan made it up to D tier and wouldn't have been far behind if he could have gotten a few more. So we had some good competition. Great job. Yep. My first victory. Yep. Congrats. Crown kind of could have worked too. It's almost a combination of both. You know, crowns being sort of a waxy material, kind of like candles. So a crown could have been an answer as well. Yeah, I think Leo, I think you did pretty good, yeah, in one of the previous matches, and then Daniel came back and took the win or something. Daniel's pretty good. He's quite a competitor at this. Well done. Congrats to Leo. I got one more song for you all, and then we will wrap it up. And again, just a reminder, if you enjoy these streams and you'd like to show a little extra support, be mindful of the link pinned at the top of the chat. There's a few different ways to support me through that link. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but let me go ahead and play one more song, and we'll go from there. The oldest mountains in the world turn into hills over time. I would actually think that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't studied that or anything, but I would think there are some mountains that are formed because of valleys that are created over time or something, like as water goes through, it sort of digs and burrows deeper and maybe over time creates mountains. But I don't know. I'm not an expert on geography, geology, that kind of stuff. All right, I got one more song for you, and then we're going to put a wrap on this. This is one that I have released. Let me get the backing track set up. So if you do enjoy the song, you will be able to listen to it again. It is available on Spotify. I've got a music video for this one on YouTube. And yeah, this is going to be the last one for the evening. Hope you like it. This one's called Waking Up.
It's too much effort to pull away the covers that hold me down and won't let go. It smothers me, the weight of this anxiety pressing me into my pillow. Blissful sleep, chasing lies and counting sheep. It sure is easy, but not for me. So here I am with all I have. I'm waking up, I'm facing what's in front of me. I won't back down, I can't stop now. I'm waking up so I can start to dream. I toss and turn, and tick by tock the hours burn, waiting for this night to end. Part of me begging to go back to sleep. Sure is easy, but not for me. So here I am with all I have. I'm waking up, I'm facing what's in front of me. I won't back down, I can't stop now. I'm waking up so I can start to dream. You're not worth less. You have waking up! I'm facing what's in front of me! I won't back down, I can't stop now. I'm waking up so I can start to dream. So here I am with all I have.
Thank you. Again, that one was called Waking Up. And that song is available on Spotify or whatever streaming platform you like to listen to music on. So if you'd like to hear that one again, you will be able to do so. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I got just a few things to share with you, and we're going to wrap it up. But again, congratulations to our winner, Leo, who won the competition. It was a close one. Pukey was not far behind, and Brian and Silas were also close. So let me, let's see here. Let's catch up with the chat. Congrats. Love to sing this one too. Well, thank you, Leo. I'm glad that you like this one. All right. Well, guys, just so you all know, I appreciate you all tuning in and hanging out with me. Again, if you'd like to show some support for me and my music and what I'm doing here, there are 3 ways you can help me. It's as simple as ESP. So ESP. E stands for engage, just engaging with my content. Anytime I post a video, if you watch it, if you like it and leave a comment, that helps. Anytime I post a song, if you listen to my music on Spotify, engaging with the content that I put out whenever I release shorts, engaging with that stuff, liking, commenting, that really helps me out. So I really appreciate when you do that. So that's E. The second one, S, to share. So by sharing, helping create more exposure by sharing my music with other people, inviting people to the streams, sharing my videos, all that stuff, that really helps. Reposting, that kind of stuff really helps to create more exposure. My biggest goal is building an audience, so I definitely appreciate those of you sharing my music. And then the last one, P, is to provide. So again, providing financial support so that I can do this for a living. There are a few ways to do that. Again, in the link, you can provide through the virtual tip jar. I definitely appreciate that. If you want to get yourself a piece of merch, I've got hoodies and hats, stuff to keep you warm in this cold, wet weather right now. So definitely check out the merch store. If you'd like to download music, you can download my music for free from Bandcamp. Again, you can find that through the link. But if you'd like to provide a little something to show a little support while downloading, you can pay whatever price you would like for the download. So that's another way to support as well. And then lastly, if you want to stay up to date, if whenever I release a new song, whenever I put out new videos, whenever I do these streams, if you want to stay up to date for that stuff, make sure that you subscribe to my email list. Again, same through that same link at the bottom, there's a section where you can sign up for my email list, and this just allows me to notify you directly and keep you up to date whenever I've got new music coming out and all those kinds of stuff. So all those things. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Leo was saying, I just realized I had your notifications on personalized and not all. Well, appreciate you being mindful of that. Yeah, notifications. Again, I think you can click the bell or something and it notifies you whenever I post something new. So definitely that stuff can help you stay up to speed with everything I'm doing. Congrats again to Leo for the win. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I definitely enjoyed spending time with you all. I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, night, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Until next time.